Morning, guys. Right, we will get started with the homework. So this was like the end, the very, very last thing in statistics. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So the height of a random sample of 1,000 women are given in the frequency distribution table below. So we have heights ranging from 140 centimeters to 175 centimeters. Okay. Use mid-interval values to estimate the mean height of the group. Okay, so I'm going to get my mid-interval values. So you do 140 plus 145 and divide by 2. So that is 142.5. Yeah? 145 plus 150 divided by 2 is 147.5. 150 plus 155, we're at 152.5. The next one then is 157.5, 162.5, 167.5, 172.5, and 177.5. Okay, so they're all the mid-interval values. So I'm going to multiply each mid-interval value by however many times it appears. So it's 9 142.5s plus 65 147.5s. Okay, does that make sense? And I'm not going to keep writing them, but we keep going. And then we're going to divide that by the bottom line added up. So 9 plus 65 plus 177. And again, you continue. Okay, so the top line. Okay, so I have 9 times 142.5 plus 65 times 147.5 plus 177 times 152.5 plus 325 times 157.5 plus 253 times 162.5 plus 133 times 167.5 plus 31 times 172.5 plus 7 times 177.5. Okay, and hopefully that's right. I got 159030 for all of that. And then the bottom line is 9 plus 65 plus 177 plus 325 plus 253 plus 133 plus 31 plus 7 is 1,000. Oh, I knew that. They told me that. Anyway, 159030 divided by 1,000 is 159.03 centimeters is the mean height. Okay. Draw a histogram. Right. Okay, I'll just... Oh, what am I doing? Sorry. I'll just fit in as much as I can on the page and then just hope for the best. Okay. So we're allowed to start at 140, providing we literally start at 140. So 140 is in there. Do you know what I mean? Now, what are we going up in? 5s. Up to 180. Okay, what have I got space for here? So 145, 150. 150, 155, 160, 165, 170, 175. Yeah, okay, I can go into it. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 boxes. I was just making sure I had enough room. So that means this is 145, and then I have 150, and then I have 155, 160, 165, 170, 175, 180. And that's the height. Again, don't forget to label. So that's the height in centimeters. Now, I have to get up to 325 here. Wonder, can I go in 25s? 1, 2, 3, 100. 1, 2, 3, 200. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. I can go in 25s. Okay. So 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 225, 250, 275, 300, and then 325. And that is, what is this number of women? Or you can just do frequency. Alright, so let's get going with our boxes. So the 140 to 145 has 9. Okay, so this is 25. So what's half of 25? 12.5. So it's lower than that again. About there. About there. Doesn't have to be perfect. 65 for the next one. Right, so this is 75. So 65 would be like about there. About there. 177 is the next one. So this line here is 175, so we just have to go like marginally above that line. So about there. 325, so that's right to the top. There. 2 boxes wide and bring it down. Okay. 133 is next. Insert a box, 133. So this is 125. So go a bit higher than that. There you go. 31. Okay, so we're right back down the bottom now. 31, so 25, 31, put there. Okay, and then the last one is 7. So the first one was 9, so we need to be lower than the first one. Oh God, what have I done? Did I miss one? Which one did I miss? 160 to 165. Oh crap. Sorry. Hang on. I'm gonna have to go back. So 160 to 165 is 253. I didn't do that one. That's annoying. So just above 250. There you go. Next one was 133. Then we've 31. So that's down here above 25. And then the last one was 7, and we said that had to be lower than the first box, which was 9. So just make it a bit lower, like that. Okay, so it's not exact, obviously, because our scale on the number of women is so large, but it gives you an idea that most women are in the middle here, say between 150 centimeters tall and 170 centimeters tall. And then you have a smaller number of women less than 150. And also, as in, what's 150 centimeters in language that actually makes sense? No. 150 centimeters in feet and inches. Yeah, okay, so 150 centimeters is 4'11". So that's quite small. I mean, even I'm 5'1", you know, so people down here are smaller than 4'11". Okay, so that there wouldn't be many people. And then up at the other end, 170. And 170 is 5'7". Okay, so the people up here are 5'7" or taller. Women who are 5'7" or taller. Okay, so obviously most women are in between 4'11" and 5'7". Okay, which makes sense. So that's part. Oh my god. B. Okay, part C. In which interval would you find the median? Okay, so C, we do half of the 1,000 women. Half of 1,000 is 500 because it's even. We look to see, can we find the 500th and the 501st data points, and then hopefully they're both in the same scale, which they normally are. Okay, so here's 9, first 9 people. After here, you're up to 74 people. After this third interval, you're at 251 people. And then this next one brings you to 576. So that means the 500 and the 501st people are in here. So they're both in the 155 to 160 centimeter interval. Copy and complete the table. So we're doing percentages here. So that 0.9% that's there would have been 9 divided by 1,000 multiplied by 100. Yeah, so the 9 from up here over the total multiplied by 100. So the next one will be 65 divided by 1,000 multiplied by 100, which is 6.5%. And then the 177 is 17.7%. Then we have 32.5%, and hopefully you can see it now. So it's 25.3%, 13.3%, and 3.1 and 0.7 are done. And use your completed table from part D to describe the variability of the data. I actually already talked about the variability of the data. So, oh sorry, this is E. So most women, and by most women I mean 17.1 plus 32.5 plus 25.3 plus 13.1. Oh, what should I do? 17.7 plus 32.5 plus 25.3 plus 13.3. 88.8% of women are between 150 centimeters and 170 centimeters. A small percentage of women are shorter than 150 centimeters or taller than 170 centimeters. Okay, so while we are looking at a variability from 170 to 180, really the vast majority of the women are in the center between 150 and 170. Yeah? Okay. So that was the homework, and that's statistics. So we're going to move on to, what am I trying to say, March? To sets today. Okay, so obviously we're doing higher level sets, but I just want to show you in here, I've added a tab called sets, okay? And I've added in the book 1 sets chapter that I did at my first years. So it has, you know, examples, notes, completed questions, all that kind of stuff, okay? So there's loads of notes on that first chapter. And then I also put this in here. So this is just all of the set notation, what it means, and then in some of them you have to translate them into language. So this is all the set notation that you need to know, okay? So I'm going to give you very little homework tonight because I want you to look back over that first sets chapter, okay? So the beginning of this chapter is a review, okay, which will tie into what I'm going to get you to do for homework. So we're just going to do a bit of this. I'm not going to review the whole chapter today because there's actually quite a bit in it. So the first thing there is a set is a collection of well-defined objects. It's important that you understand what well-defined means. So, for example, if I said list the set of numbers between 1 and 10, including 1 and 10. If I asked 40 people that, provided they can all count from 1 to 10, every single person will give me the same set. That is a well-defined set. If, however, I said to the same 40 people, write down the best 5 programs on Netflix at the moment, in your opinion, would I be guaranteed the same answer from all 40 people? No, okay, because it's based on opinion. So that would not be classed as a set because it's not well defined. Okay, so that's what well defined means. It says it in blue there. Well defined means it must be clear which objects are in a set and which are not. Okay, so my first example of the numbers between 1 and 10, including 1 and 10, very clear. Everybody would give me the same answer, but the second one with the best 5 programs in your opinion on Netflix, everybody would not give me the same answer there. The set of objects, or the objects that are in sets, they have a name. They're called elements. Cardinal number of a set is the number of elements in the set. So cardinal number is the number of elements in the set. So we count when you're getting cardinal number. And the symbol, is it there? It is, yeah, look. It's the hashtag symbol. It's there. I don't know if you're going to see that highlighting. Okay, so the cardinal number is, if you see that hash symbol, that means you count the numbers or the elements. And if a set has no elements, it is called a null set or an empty set. And the symbols for that are listed below as well. So you literally just draw your chain brackets empty, or the other way is like that. So there's 2 symbols for a null set. Okay, set equality. So 2 sets are equal if they have the exact same elements. Okay, it doesn't matter about the order. You can see that here. The order doesn't matter, but they have to be exactly the same. Okay, and all of these are in the document I just showed you called Sets Law. So you can go back and have a look at them. Describing a set. So you can either describe a set by listing the elements, or you can describe a set by describing it. So the one I said a minute ago, the set of numbers between 1 and 10, including 1 and 10. Yeah, That would be the rule method. So I've described what's in the set. If I did the list method, I would literally just list out the numbers, okay? So we'll call it set A. You have to use these brackets. They're called chain brackets. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My God, why didn't I stop at 6? 8, 9, 10. Okay? So that's the difference between the rule method and the chain method. Okay? I should also, use my chain brackets here too. Okay? So the rule method, you describe it. The list method, you actually just list it. Okay? That's that bit. Next bit here is subsets. So a subset is like a bit of a set. So if I take the set I've just done there, let's take this set B. 2, 3, 4. Okay? B would be a subset of A. And the reason B would be a subset of A is because all of the elements in B I can also find in A. Yeah? So it's a subset. It's a bit of the set. Okay? You have two types of subsets. Okay? You have proper subsets, which is like that one. Okay? Just a proper subset. And every set has two improper subsets. Every set has two. The first one is the set itself, and the second one is the null set. Okay, so now if I was trying to list all of the subsets of my big set A there, it would take me forever because there's loads of them. I can't even do the probability. I'm figuring out how many of them there are, but there's loads, okay? But there's always only ever two improper subsets. The first one is the set itself. So we say that A is a subset of A. So the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is a subset of the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? And the second one is the null set. So the null set is a subset of every set. Okay? So that's important. Proper and improper subsets. I used the symbol for subset there. It's kind of like an elongated C. And it's here as well. Yeah? Okay, so we'll have a look at this little question here. So they give us two sets, A and B. And the first one there is find the, and they say hashtag A. Okay, remember hashtag means cardinal number. And when we see cardinal number, it means we count. So the cardinal number of A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 6 because there are 6 elements in A. Find the value of hashtag B. That's the cardinal number of B. Again, we count 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 elements in set B. Complete the list of proper subsets of B. Okay. Well, that's wrong because that's not a proper subset. So 2 is a subset, 4 is a subset, 6 is a subset. Okay. Then 2, 4 is a subset. 2, 6 is a subset. And 4, 6 is a subset. Is that it? So remember the order doesn't matter. So like 6, 2 is the same as 2, 6 or 6, 4 is the same as 4, 6. Okay, so write down the improper subsets of B. Like I said, there's 2. The first one is the null set and the second one is the set itself. So 2, 4, 6. Is B a subset of A? So are all the elements in B also in A? Is there a 2? Yep. Is there a 4? Yep. And is there a C? Yes. So is B a subset of A? Yes. All of the elements in B are also in A. Is A a subset of B? Hopefully we know that already. No, because not all of the elements of A are also in B. So 2 is in A and it's also in B. 4 is in A and it's also in B. And 6 is in A and it's also in B. But 1 isn't in B. 3 isn't in B. And 5 isn't in B. So it's not a subset. Is the following statement true or false? If X is an improper subset of Y, then X equals Y. Explain. If X is an... Okay, no, that's not true. So it's... Sorry, not no, it's false. So if X is an improper subset of Y, so that means, like, let's say X is, I don't know, 2, 4, 6. Okay? No, let's start with Y. So Y is 2, 4, 6. And then X is the improper subsets. X is the improper subsets. So that means X is either 2, 4, 6 or X is the null set. Okay, they're my two options. So if it's this one, then it's true and they are equal. But if it's this one, then it's false and they're not equal. I really need to check this because, like, this is the first time, and I've used this book a million times, I've ever seen them not called a null set an improper subset. So I'm going to just do a bit of research on this and I'll come back to you. But as far as I'm aware, there are 2 improper subsets, the null set and the set itself. If I'm wrong, I will correct myself. Okay, so there's quite a bit there. Well-defined set. A set must be well-defined. With the concept of well-defined, what does that mean? What's an element? What is a cardinal number and how do you get it and what's the symbol? What is a null set and what's the symbol? How do you state, or in what situation do you state the 2 sets are equal? Describing a set using the rule method and the list methods. What's the difference? Subsets. So what is a subset? And then more specifically, what is a proper subset and what is an improper subset? Okay. And A contains all the elements of B, then A is an improper subset. Okay. I'm going to double check the whole improper subset thing for you just so that we have clarity. And then I just did a little bit of an example to kind of reinforce some of those ideas. So I'm not, as far as I remember, did I have something I wanted to give you for homework? No, that would just be pointless. Okay, so I don't have anything for homework, all right? So I want you to take down those notes. And then I also want you to go in and please look through book 1 sets, okay? It's not that long, so it shouldn't take you too long to look through. Make sure there's nothing in it that you're completely lost about. You did this would have been the first, possibly the second thing you did in first year, so it's been a while. And then these sets laws, this page is so important, so you need to take it down, you need to have it in your copy, it needs to go into your revision notes. It's really, really important, okay? So I'm not giving you any homework so that you can kind of do all that revision, and we will complete the revision of sets, this review of sets, on Wednesday. So just a few bits to do. That's it. It's there, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll complete the review on Wednesday and then we'll go into like the proper higher level stuff then, which is the 3 sets. That's the only difference between ordinary level sets and higher level sets. At higher level, you have to be able to do 3 sets. Okay, so we'll do the review or the revision between today and Wednesday. I'm not giving you any homework so that you can really go in and look at that book 1 chapter and make sure that there's nothing that you're totally lost with. I'll be recapping all of it. Like I said, if I haven't done it today, I'll do it on Wednesday. And then on Friday, we'll start into the higher level stuff, the proper higher level stuff. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go in here and write down take down notes on today's class and revise book 1 sets and the document on, what did I call it, set law, I think, which details all sets notation. Okay, so you're not going to learn any new notation for higher level. It doesn't work that way. We've learned all the notation in first year, so please do it. I know this is so easy to just be like, oh, she didn't give us any homework, I'm grand, but it's going to be very, very hard, because you saw how quickly I just did the review there. I mean, that would have taken me 2 weeks in first year. Okay, so it's going to be very hard if you don't, just give it, I don't know, whatever length this video is, give it the rest of the hour. That's all it will take. All right? Okay, talk to you Wednesday.